I've always been a sucker for nice, new, shiny blades, but I got some new clubs in the bag and they ain't blades. So let's get to it. What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video today, I'm going to show you what new clubs I've got in my bag and why I've changed them. So, without further ado, the clubs I'm going to be using for at least the rest of this year are going to be the JACOBSON ZX7 irons. So, I've got these from 4 to pitch and wedge. As I said in the intro, I've always been a person who likes playing nice shiny blades. I like looking at them, they're just sexy, aren't they? So my eye just always drifts towards them, and I've always used them since I think I was about 15. I've used a set of blades. I've still got my Nike blades that you guys have seen. I think I've had them for coming up to 9 years, and in between them 9 years of having them clubs, I think I've bought about 30 sets of irons, and I keep going back over to the Nike blades. But the reason we got these, obviously, I'm not playing as much golf as I'd like to due to the fact that I'm doing long drive. My commitments are more towards long drive, so I don't get to play as much golf. These are a little bit more forgiving. They are a forged iron as well, so they're not hollow bodied like the new clubs that are coming out most of the time these days, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So what we're going to do is we're just going to play a couple of holes. I already have used these clubs once. I used them in a match play on Friday last week with Chris, a foursomes match play. We had to give out 20 shots, but we won the match 6-4, so they must have done all right. So what we'll do is we'll play 3 holes, because we've got a par 4 here, and then a par 3, and then another par 4, hitting the irons only, and we're going to see how they perform and how they feel, and hopefully help my golf game a little bit. So we're just going to start off on the 5th hole here at Holyhead Golf Club, which is my home course, which you guys already know. This would usually be a 2-iron hole for myself. There is a new 2-iron in the bag as well, but that's going to be different for a separate video. So we're just going to hit a 4-iron. Profile is a little bit chunkier than my blades. I don't think I'm going to be able to work them as much as I should, but at the end of this, we'll do a little workability test to see if I can draw and fade them. So 4-iron to start. And let's see, they're just looking down at it straight away. I can see that I'm more confident that I shouldn't hit as bad of a shot. As I say, I shouldn't hit a bad shot. I just hit one straight out the toe. But one massive difference for myself, which is going to help me massively, I think, is miss hits with these. Hang on, where's my tee gone? Miss hits with these are going to be a lot more consistent than miss hits with the blades. One of the reasons I'm changing. Let's go up and see how bad that shot is. So that was a miss-hit 4-iron off the tee. The hole is 375, and we've got 141 back in. So it's a 230 miss-hit with a 4-iron. So it's done all right, to be fair, and it's in the rough. So we're going to hit a pitching wedge, slightly downhill, pins at the front. It's not going to be full. Oh, could be in. Definitely got a chance of being in the hole, that. Divot. Could we just made the first eagle with the new clubs? Right, so as I did say, short. So not quite in the hole as I'd hoped. It was on a very good line, but with a tricky one. As I've said, we've got new irons in the bag. There's a new putter as well. I went to Scottsdale Golf last week, and Charles, the master fitter there at Scottsdale Golf, fitted me for this. So hopefully you can see a few more putts coming in, and you'll see the video of that fitting coming soon, and then another video with this putter. So let's see if we can roll one in. Ooh, a bit quick. It does feel ever so slightly different to my old one, so. Cobwebs, horrible feeling. So we start off with a par. We'll go to the next tee because there's a guy behind me now, and I'll talk a little bit about the specs of the clubs I've got in my bag. So a bit of specs on the Strixon ZX7. So I'll put a little picture up now of the lofts that these clubs currently are. They are slightly stronger than my Nikes. So as you can see on the screen, my Nikes were all standard 34 degrees from a 7 iron. This 7 is actually 32. And I have had the lie angles adjusted to myself again, and I am 1.5 degrees upright, and the length of the clubs are half an inch longer. The shafts I am using are the same as I had in my Nikes. Dynamic Gold X7. I did get these from Scottsdale Golf the other day as well, so big shout out to them for sorting me out some shafts. And to top it off, we got some nice ferrules from Woody's House Golf, I think it is. I apologise if it's wrong, but I think that just finishes off the iron nicely. So a little bit of the tech behind this iron, I don't know too much. I'm not sponsored by anyone, so I'm not going to go into massive detail and tell you all the good things that they're doing into the iron, because I don't need to, because I'm not sponsored by anyone. But the reason I have got these irons is I used to own a set of Strixon blades, and I did like them, but blades not as consistent as I'd like to be on miss hits. You might lose 20 yards off a miss hit, whereas the 4 iron I've just hit now, I probably only lost 10 yards. So the difference is a lot closer. So we don't hit great shots all the time, do we? But I'll tell you one thing that these do have, it is a solid forged head. It's not hollow bodied like these new tailor-made P770s, tailor-made P790s that have speed foam or whatever else, other technologies they have behind the head. The Callaway Rogue ST, they're strong lofted with all this stuff behind and to make the ball go further and all this stuff. But these are just a solid forged head, and they do have this little V-sole here. I don't know if you can get it in the camera, but it's just a little ridge here in every single club, and that just helps with turf interaction through the golf ball. I am very, very steep coming into the ball, so this will allow the club to dig in a bit more rather than bouncing back off the turf. So another thing that could help me. So less talking, gonna hit a pitch and wedge. This is the 6th hole, it's 154 yards, it's flat calm here at the moment, perfect day for golf. And in our match the other day with Chris, it was into wind slightly. I hit 9 iron to about 4 foot, and you all know how good Chris is at putting. He missed. So let's see if I can replicate that shot, knock it to 4 foot and maybe tap it in myself. Pin's just tucked in behind that bunker, but hitting a wedge, we should have enough height on it to be able to stop it fairly close to the pin. Hopefully. Oh, I've nipped it. I've nipped that. Just right side of the green. So again, another tee shot not hit very good, but I'm not getting as punished as I would with a blade. I need all the help I can get. Another thing I'm going to have to do is, I don't know how far these clubs go, so there'll be another video following this very quickly. It'll be the next video I release, and I do apologise, I've been slow on the YouTube lately. So I'll get back to uploading twice a week so you guys can enjoy some content and bringing it, and get in the comments, let me know what you want to see so I can get content out that you guys actually enjoy watching. So what we'll do after this video is I'll go into the net, I'll put the GC quad on the floor, because obviously I want to know all the yardages of each and every single club I've got in my bag, and I want to use a premium golf ball. So I could go outside and do it on the range and hit loads of spuds, but that's not a true reflection of how far the ball is going to be going on the golf course, because I won't be using Dunlops, top flights and stuff like that. I'll be using the exact same ball I'll be using when I play golf. So that'll be the video following this, so make sure you keep your eyes peeled for that. So while I'm here talking to you guys, every one of you that's coming back and watching the videos, I do appreciate it. Thanks for subscribing, thanks for the support. And all you new guys that are watching the channel, please go and hit the subscribe button, it's free. Hit the like button, helps massively. And yeah, less talking, up and down. Well guys, I just want to say I'm not being lazy with the buggy. I have got all my camera gear, I've got my GC quad, I've got my iPad, and I ain't carrying everything around with me, and a golf bag on my shoulders as well. For this shot, bump and run, normally I'd flick up a 54, but I've changed the way I'm playing the shot lately. Me and Chris have both changed slightly. We've gone to like a pitching wedge or an iron, just going back to the feels of junior golf and bumping it in and letting it release. A lot easier. Let me know how you guys would play this shot. Would you flick it up onto the green and release, or would you just allow it to land just on the fringe and release forward? Because I'm going to try and land it just on the fringe and let it release. Just like that. I think it's definitely easier playing that type of shot than flicking it in the air. Even go in when you're putting with a wedge. So yeah, we're going to play one more hole now, and we're going to do a little playability test on this tee box. So we're going to maybe hit, I'll stick with the 4 iron because it'll be the easiest club for me to shape. Obviously with the clubs being slightly thicker than my blades, obviously that comes with a disadvantage of being able to shape the ball left and right. So a club that is thicker, well, top line, just overall thicker profile, is going to be a lot harder to shape than a blade that's really, really thin. It digs through the grass, it allows a club face to turn. So we'll see how well they allow me to move the ball. Third and final hole of this video, the 7th hole. It's a dog leg left. So I'm putting myself in danger of losing my golf balls here when I try and aim over the rocks on the left here, which you can see, and try and hit a cut back into play. So it's going to be a little playability test. How much can I move these clubs if I need them to? The draw, I think I've got locked down. It's not a problem. With long drive, I tend to close my body off. Because my swing path is so in to out, it's easy for me to hit a draw. I do struggle to hit that fade when I go back to playing golf because it's hard for me to neutralise myself and hit that path close to 0 or negative. So that's going to be the hard part. So we're going to start off with the high draw. We've got the 4 iron. We'll hit the straight shot after that. We'll try and hit a high fade after that. And then we're going to hit everyone's favourite shot, the stinger. So, and before we hit these shots, guys, get in the comments. Let me know what clubs you're using. Are you a guy who uses blades? Are you a guy that uses bigger, more forgiving golf clubs? Or let me know if you use these clubs yourself. So get in the comments and let me know. So start off, big high draw. The big draw, but that's tiger line. That would be perfect in a competition. So 1 out of 1, but that was the shot I thought would be quite easy. Now we've got to try and neutralise everything and hit it dead straight, which is pretty hard, I think. Oh, look at that. Tell you what, I might just start hitting that shot more often. That was so good. So, 2 out of 2. Who said chunky clubs were harder to move left to right? But I must say, obviously I'm a lot quicker than everyone. My hands get very, very active, so it is easy for me to shape the golf ball. So now we've got to hit this big high fade. This is going to be the hard one. Aim over, well, where am I aiming? Over there. It's coming back. That'll be pretty good as well, to be fair. And now this is the last one, everyone's favourite golf shot, especially mine, the stinger. Oh. Just dead straight on that aim. And the best thing is, I I didn't lose my broken T. 4 different shots, high draw, dead straight, high fade, low stinger. Clubs perform well, I could shape them fairly easy, so I'm not losing anything from workability. So, sounds like a good change, doesn't it? Let's go down, let's hit one close, and finish on a birdie. This was the big high draw we hit first off the tee. The hole is 380, we've got 89 yards in. So, there's a 291 yard 4-iron round the corner. But with this hole, everything feeds down into the centre here, so it's worked out to be quite a good shot. So, pin's directly in the middle, sloping slightly to the right. See if we can stick this lob wedge pretty close. Oh, needs to sit. Needs to sit. Oh, we've flown it. We've flown that. Maybe I need to check the yardages on my wedges as well. It's gone a little bit further than I thought it would. So we've got a tricky putt to finish. Downhill, pin is just on top of a slope going down to the front of the green. You do not want to be racing this 6 foot past because you will end up being 20 foot past. And the new putter, roll it in. Come back. Come back. Come on. Is this going to be the start of new? Is this going to be the start of good putting and good iron play? We all know I've got the long game. We just need to sort the rest out. So guys, that is basically the end of the video. I hope you did enjoy it. New clubs are in the bag. They're going to be there for at least this whole golf year. So till maybe April next year, until I find something else or something else comes along that I take a very nice liking to. But yeah, as I said, ZX7s look good, feel good. Well, I think they're going to perform good. So I think it's quite a good change in comparison to my old 8-year-old Nike Vapor blades. But guys, as I said, hope you did enjoy the video. If you did, please like, subscribe, comment down below, hit the notification bell. Every time I do upload a new video, you guys are notified straight away so you don't miss any of the content. And long drive comp this week, so keep your eyes peeled on that. Make sure you hit the like button, and I'll see you in the next one.